Let's jump into this example for the Pi4 IoT Gateway Technical Manual. Here we've created a document, selected the classification EV, and now we can go and create a new EV doc file. This will launch a new browser tab connected to the PLM session for Canvas Envision. Here we see the authoring tool for Canvas Envision EV Creator. We see a tab called PLM where we're able to pull in PLM data such as image or graphic items, 3D models and assemblies, and query tables based on part BOM. So I've gone ahead and put some text content on my master pages. Looking here, I have a header, and if I go ahead and create additional pages, I can apply various master pages that can also contain footer information, including the page number. From here, I'll go ahead and finish entering text on the first page. I'll call this layer text. I'll add a second layer, call this layer figures. On this figure layer, I'm going to grab some 3D data from PLM. Here I see the Pi4 IoT Gateway. So here I have the 3D model from PLM. If I go to Edit 3D Model, I'll be able to manipulate this view as needed to be used throughout this document. So here in 3D Edit mode, I can manipulate the model to create all the views that I need. I can change the camera position, I can translate components, I can hide and show them, I can change the opacity, I can change the color, I can also change the render mode. So for this document, I'm going to select a render mode or silhouette. So I get this black and white silhouette of the components. I'll use this view for the front page. So from here, I'll resize this view and I'll use variations of this view throughout the document. In this view, I want to annotate it to point out the case lid. So I'll select the 3D view, hit Data Annotation, Custom, and I'll pull out the SOLIDWORKS file name because I know that's the information I want to use for my annotation. And we'll pull that metadata value out automatically. So I'll go throughout this document, create a few more pages with some views. So now we have a 5-page EV doc. On each page, we have text as well as 3D views. We've used the ability to translate components and add markup lines to show these breakaway views of removing some screws, removing a case, removing more screws out of the assembly, and then removing an inner assembly out of the case. I can save to PLM. So here I've saved the EV doc to the document type that I had started. In the manifest, I can see that the assembly that I had imported into the document is tracked in the manifest. This is the Pi4 IoT Gateway assembly. Now, both this document and the CAD assembly are preliminary. Let's go ahead and go through an engineering change. I want to release this, so I'm going to add it to a new change. So here in my ECO, I can see that the document, the tech manual that I created, is dragged into the impact matrix because it has that relationship to the source CAD item. So I know that as part of this change, I need to go review and possibly update this document. So we have an open revision B of this document, and we want to go ahead and include the changes for revision B of this CAD. So let's edit in UV. We'll go to the PLM tab, check link data. In this Update Link Data dialog, we see that there's a new revision for the Pi 4 IoT Gateway model. We'll click OK, and all the instances of the 3D model view that utilize that component will be automatically updated using the latest revision. So now I'm up to date, and I'll hit Done, and we'll save back to PLM. I can see the manifest reflects the revision B of the CAD that I've embedded in this document. I can go to the SSVC sidebar, access the Envision viewer, right in the context of Innovator, and interact with any of the 3D model views inside of this document. So now that I'm happy with the update of this document, I can go ahead and proceed with the engineering change with the latest and greatest 3D model data embedded in my document.